Women of other races have no qualms with letting you know you just beat it up. I'm telling you. They'll give you the noises in the bedroom. They'll call out for whatever God they believe in. And I'm not saying there's no African American women. We're not even going there. I'm telling you what men are outside of their race about. Topic of the show, people. Why black men date outside of their race. People, the reason that I know the answer to this question is because I remember what our conversations were like when we were growing up. Things like bodies like those white girls be having, right? These were parts of our conversations whenever women or dating conversations would come up. Turbulence, people. I'm going to say it. Don't get offended. Just adhere to it and accept it. White girls were our first introduction into fit bodies. Out of nowhere, I remember it like it was yesterday. White girls started coming one by one and experimenting in our neighborhoods to see what all the hoopla was about with black men. I don't think it's really a terrible thing to say. White girls really were our first introduction into fit bodies. They were. And the truth of the matter is, even as we developed friendships or whatever it was that we developed with them, even later in their years, in their 20s, you never really saw them get big. You didn't. You never really saw them get big. And I'm telling you, that was the main thing that black men used to talk about them. Their bodies. And to be honest, I second that motion. Because in the eyes of a man, a fit body is what we were raised to believe the image of a woman was. It simply is. Let's do this.
Mr. Nelson? Would you like to sign this?
Just
Here's the report you asked for.
Listen. My whole life, that's what my image of a lady was. She was delicate, right? She had a delicate frame. And of course, you don't have to force people to be soft-spoken because that changes due to the environment and all things of that nature, right? In the African American community, 80% of our women are overweight or obese. I'd go so far as to wager this. Men would prefer a fit body over a BBL. And I'm going to be honest with you. The men on here who are watching right now can vouch for what I'm about to say. In the eyes of men, seeing a fit body, a feminine frame, is like a drug. It simply is. It's like a drug. A woman who has a fit frame, a fit and feminine frame, can be attached to a below average face, and it simply doesn't matter. All we know is that body looks amazing. Ladies, you're going to get educated tonight. When you're used to seeing women with beer guts like that, but she has a big butt, that's just basically out of shape. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you guys. In the African American community, when we would say so-and-so has a banging body, they were typically talking about her butt being big. In most cases, she still has a stomach, or she's not fit, but she has a big butt. The reason that a fit feminine frame overpowers that is because that fit feminine frame is synonymous with what all boys were taught a lady is. It's what we were raised and taught we were going to marry. The banging butt, it's more associated with sexuality, right? When you encounter a fit body, it takes a hold of you, creates that little knot in the stomach. Then you find yourself looking for more white girls. I'm telling you, this is what it was like when they came to our neighborhood. It wasn't so much as, oh, she's gorgeous. It was those frames. I'm telling you. Now you find yourself looking for more white girls just because you know more than likely they're going to have that fit body. You find yourself asking this girl, you got any friends? Then you're telling your guys, hey, oh girl that you seen me kicking it with, I told her to bring some of her friends over here, right? Then when she brings some of her friends over to the neighborhood, it's very pleasant. It's very pleasant to look over at a fit body. I'm not even telling you ladies to go out, and I don't think a lot of you will ever get Jessica Alba's size. But you just don't have to be fat. Right? You can probably even be big. Because some people very small don't take this and run with it. We're born thick-boned, right? But the majority of you, it's unhealthy eating. It's not exercising. It's not caring is what it is. And that's why your competition simply blows you out of the water. They blow you out of the water. But listen, a banging body cannot compete with that pleasant, appreciative. And I'm going to break down the appreciative part for you. Turbulence, people. Women of other races have no qualms with letting you know you just beat it up. I'm telling you. They'll give you the noises in the bedroom. They'll call out for whatever God they believe in. And I'm not saying there's no African American women. We're not even going there. I'm telling you what men are outside of their race about. You understand? This is what I'm telling you. I know and I speak from experience. It's different. It's different. They have no ego problems. They don't have a problem with letting you know you just conquered me. And I'm going to be honest, in our community, there is a little bit of ego. I'm not saying every woman, but I'm just going to be honest. There are some women who will let you know, oh, well, don't let your head get too big. It was okay. Right? They don't do that in the Asian community. They don't do that in the white, especially the white community. Those women in the white community who get a hold of a man who touches all of her buttons, they compete at high levels and fight to keep that man around. Tried, tested, and proven. Do you guys know how explosive it is for you to feed a man's ego? But a lot of you do the exact opposite. You have to let him know he's not all of that. But a lot of you do the exact opposite. You have to let him know he's not all of that. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because see, when I do sneak off and cheat on you, it's going to be in search of that. And Lord forbid, I do find that person who in the bed, she's talking about, you're in my guts. A man is not leaving that woman alone. You can threaten that man with child support. You can do all the threatening. You can do all you want. Do you know how difficult it is going to be for you to get a man to leave alone a woman who appreciates his sex and makes him feel like she can't do without him? Good luck with that. Good luck with that.